in some traditional work who have the curiosity to get to digital from really investing in something that's online, purely online in the Philippines right now, based on your experience?
I think the barriers for SMEs to get into digital, well, there's a lot of barriers, but basically it's about not knowing how to start or not knowing how to do digital stuff. It seems very daunting. And they're also scared about the costs, maybe because of lack of awareness on what digital benefits are and also how much digital advertising costs. And another would be manpower. There's a misnotion that if you get into digital marketing, then you would have to create your own marketing team to be able to do or to use the digital tools. But as Ken mentioned earlier, that's not the case. Like if for medium companies, you have the digital marketing team, that's well and good. But if you're a micro business, then you can do it yourself or you can partner with well, like for example, you can partner with us or AdSpark to be able to help you with your digital needs. So those are the barriers that we've seen so far.
Thank you.
All right. More questions?
Hi, good morning. I'm Eli from eLabston, Manila. From last year's penetration or number of SMEs that you have handled, how many have grown, and how many are coming in? And likewise, what are the indicators like statistics? Maybe you use Google Stats or whatever stats that you have to show that this has potentially really increased.
Okay, so based on our research conducted last year, there are around 99.5% of the businesses here in the Philippines are SMEs. And 88% of that are micro businesses, 11% would be small businesses, and 0.5% would be medium businesses. But what's encouraging to see is that the contribution of small businesses have been increasing. So in the past, they were only contributing 8%, but now they're up to 11%, which means that micros have gone up, have grown their business to become small businesses. And that growth trend we can also see in terms of the positivity of the outlook of the SMEs. When we ask them, how positive are you in terms of the future of your business in the next 5 years? 90% of them said that we are very positive. And this is true across small businesses, micro businesses, and medium businesses. And when they were also asked to describe the current state of their business, most of them said that they are either growing or expanding. So there's are very good indicators to show that SMEs are growing. And in fact, maybe to give you hard numbers, for telco at least, because it can indicate also how much SMEs have grown. We've seen the market to grow more than double in the last 3 years. So that means that they're also adapting new products already, and that's spurring also the growth.
Because in business, there's a lot of debate on the definition of a micro, small, and medium business, right? So from your guys' point of view, I want to know exactly what does micro mean for you, small and medium? Kasi, in the call center side, you say it's a small center, it's about 100 seats. Medium center is 500 to 2,000. So what's the exact definition that
So this is based on DTI, right, Pao? DTI definition. And that's how we're classifying also in terms of Globe. So a micro business is classified, or a business is classified based on their asset size and also based on the number of employees. So in particular, micro businesses are classified with employees 1 to 9 employees, and then asset size of below 3 million. A small business would be from 10 employees to 100 employees with asset size of 3 to 15 million. Medium business would be 15 million asset size to 100 million, and employees over around 100 to 200. So based on those definitions, then we classify what kind of business the customers are operating.
stupid question? what if I'm 1 to 4, but I have, because if you're a service-based company, you don't need a lot of people, right? I only have 5 people, but the asset and all the cost is about what 50 million. So where do you qualify?
When you base it on asset size, that's the asset size. That's the asset test basically. Because as you said, if you're a company that doesn't need to employ a lot of employees to get to that kind of level of business, then it still follows asset size.
For Mr. Just like to ask, what kind of services are you planning to provide for Filipino SMEs? Because most Filipinos and with small capitals are very limited when it comes to the expenses.
So AdSpark till very recently was enterprise focused. And we really very quickly realized that we were missing out on a huge opportunity to serve the long tail of the Philippines, right? But we very quickly also realized that we can't apply the products and solutions that we offer to enterprise and just force feed it to SMEs. We've spent a lot of time sitting down and talking one-on-one with SMEs. We forged this partnership with Google last year, where we are a premium SME reseller partner for AdWords. And so we really had to shift our thinking when we thought about the SME sector to say, what is it that they need from a marketing standpoint, and how do we build the right solutions that will make the services we offer affordable to SMEs, but also something that sees results, right? Because it's not just about a one-time transaction. You want to build a long-term relationship with SMEs and have them come back for more. So to answer your question specifically about what services we're offering, as I mentioned earlier, we truly believe at AdSpark that it starts with asset creation. We have to build a website first. And it's not just about building the website. A lot of businesses have websites, but what we found is that they are not mobile optimized, right? So you can't run a marketing campaign, you can't get an SME on the digital path if they don't have their assets in place. So we have focused initially on really offering a very simple solution for website creation and also website optimization. On the creation side, we've partnered with a company called BaseKit, and that tool allows us to build a website for an SME business overnight, right? A lot of SMEs think, oh God, to build a website, I need to give this, that, it'll take me a month, it's gonna cost me a lot of money. Our starting price for a website with our partnership is 129 pesos. This goes back to what I said earlier, right? Sachet solutions, sachet-sized solutions. So 129 pesos for us is very affordable for an SME, right? So we've started with the asset creation. We've come up with very affordable pricing. Of course, the 129 gives you just a one-page site, but then you can, if you pay slightly more, you get more pages, you get more customization, you get more features on your website, etc. But we're breaking the barrier of entry by giving them a solution that's very affordable to start with. Once we have gotten our SME clients to a point where they've got their website and it's mobile optimized, we're then looking to service them with AdWords. We truly believe in the power of search. As a customer, Google is part of my daily life, and it's the case, I'm sure, with all of us in the room, right? When we want to search for something, we go to Google to find the answer. However, businesses are really losing out if they're not visible the minute I search for a service or for that business. So again, we've launched AdWords in the market with Google. We offer, I would argue, the most comprehensive AdWords solution in the Philippines for SMEs. We're already seeing great traction on the AdWords front. All businesses have to do is sign up to work with us. We have a dedicated team that will go to the businesses, sit down with them, explain to them how AdWords works, and also give them solutions that reinforce that AdWords is working. We're about to launch something called call whispering in the Philippines, which is when a business answers their phone, they will actually know which of the leads came, which of the phone calls were the result of a Google search and someone clicking an ad, right? So you're really creating a comprehensive solution on the AdWords side. Down the line, we want to get into, we actually, by virtue of being a telco company, of course, we also offer SMS marketing services. Our SMS marketing services have two main components. One is location-based targeting. Today, an SME business, let's say, is based 1 kilometer away from this venue. We can actually tell that SME business how many Globe customers, according to your target base, are within your 1 kilometer radius. And that business now can actually set up their own SMS marketing campaign and send out a location-based SMS ad to that radius instantly, right? So think of the use case there. I'm having a downtime as a business, like there are not enough people in my restaurant. I can set up my campaign using the Advantage platform that we launched, and I can attract footfall into my store most immediately. The other SMS marketing product is based on Globe's own targeting of its base. So we actually have now a very profiled, opted-in advertising base of 27 million customers, and businesses can reach those customers based on specific profiling parameters.
So they can just hear it.
Yes, of course, we're never giving away confidential information. We're never giving away phone numbers. It's managed in a very responsible way. And then down the line, we have plans to introduce, as I mentioned, social media management. You know, how can we help you run your online reputation through Facebook or Instagram, however it is. Again, the mission there is to keep things very affordable. And then we're also looking to launch a training service. So SMEs can send in their staff to our office to have a one-day training on digital. So we have a whole bunch of products that are still in the pipeline, but we're very excited to start with areas that we think are most critical, which is asset creation, AdWords, and basic hyper-targeted SMS solutions.
In addition, for Globe, for those which you use some sort of a cluster marketing type of option, will it include both those using Globe for postpaid and prepaid, or postpaid only? When you do marketing, the blast is that include postpaid and prepaid, or is it just postpaid?
It's a mix of both. But it's based on who's opted into the service. It's a permissions-based approach to marketing. It's not spam. It's not meant to be invasive. It's an opted-in service. The stats on prepaid, I think prepaid is about 95% of the entire base in the Philippines. But that's not to say the prepaid base is not engaged. We actually see some great results when we work with prepaid customers on the marketing side.
I'm James from Entrepreneur. Are you getting any or expecting any government support to achieve your project goals at the moment? That's some anything like so funding or civil information.
Do you have any introductions you can make for us?
Okay, that answers.
Hi, Bimbo Santos from Interaction.com. Ms. Tapo, you mentioned a while ago that SME market has grown by over double in the past 2 years. Has it also been true for Globe My Business in terms of customer growth? And if so, are you looking at a similar growth trajectory this year in terms of customers?
The growth I was talking about is on telco spending or ICT solution spending. So not the SME total business growth. In terms of Globe My Business, we're growing very aggressively. Last year we grew our customer base we grew our sales by double digit in terms of acquisitions. So it's on a very aggressive increase, and we're seeing in the next few years that we will be able to tap more SMEs and be able to help them more and offer them more with our solutions.
By acquisitions, you mean, what does acquisition
New
mean?
subscribers coming
Okay,
in.
I
Yeah.
see. So you're looking at a similar growth pattern this year.
Yes, definitely. We're even more aggressive this year.
Are there specific segments or locations you're looking to mine this year?
Our focus really is saturation. So we're not really concentrating on just NCR alone, but we're also expanding our services and our account managers in terms of Luzon, Visayas, and Mindanao. So there's no focus region. We're wanting to really cover the entire nation.
Is there a specific type of SME that's right now highly adaptable to digital marketing strategies?
Well, actually, there's two types of SMEs in terms of mindset that cuts across micro, small, and business. So one is a traditional SME wherein they would be more comfortable in terms of traditional advertising mediums. And there's like a more open SME or a more progressive SME that can be open to innovation and technology. In terms of trends, what we're seeing are the younger entrepreneurs are more open to adapting technology, innovation, and also digital tools to help grow their business. So, and as I presented also earlier, younger entrepreneurs are getting bigger also in terms of contribution. So that we're seeing that 25-year-olds and below are getting into business earlier now.
All right, last question.
Just a follow-up question to Bella. We were talking about it earlier. You mentioned it's 129 pesos for your website. Is that per month, per day, per week, or and secondly, exactly what kind of website? Because the URL cost, if you get a like the domain name is $10 already. So is it like it's minor? It's around.realgonzalo.com or is it globe dot something dot
Yeah, it's 129 per month.
per month?
And it doesn't include your own domain name. That's the next price point. It includes the domain name. So we have to start somewhere, right? And so the URL at a 129 price point is not your own, but the next available packages. We are happy to take you through our solutions downstairs in the booth area. We have all the solutions lined up there for you to see.
Just to add to what Bella had mentioned, that's 100 for the one pager. That's 129 per month for 24 months. So we do want you to see the value of having a web page in the long term and not just on a month-on-month basis, because we'd like you to see the results and what it does to your business.
I'm Jane Uymatiao from Apps and Gadgets. Question for Google. I was part of the Google business groups, and I was just wondering if there's any way that the GBG is helping out in this endeavor. That's one. My second question is, most of those in the micro and maybe in the SMEs are women entrepreneurs who happen to be mommies who are based at home, and not all of them may have a business background. So rather than just jumping them into, let's say, the creation of the website and the social media, sometimes this is not even at their level. Their level is just, I just want to have a business and turn it around and all that. Is there anything that you're doing or offering to this mompreneurs that we call them, to help them understand the business better and how to really get a grasp of what it is, like even try to help them create a business plan in the first place, even before bringing them into the websites and the social media accounts? Thank you.
Okay, so the first question is about Google Business Group. So I think this is a network of communities all over the Philippines. Right now, we don't have an official type of Globe. Certainly, the agenda of GBGs, or Google Business Groups, is the same as Globe. How do we help businesses digitize? And I think what we're doing is we're doing it through training. We're doing, for example, we're helping businesses do mapping. I think there's a lot of businesses in the Philippines which are not even in Google Maps. And I think GBGs is one way of doing it. I think Globe is another partner of helping businesses put on the map. We have a platform called Google My Business. I think maybe others would talk about the mompreneurs, but I think this is a message that we need to get across every single Filipino business. This is free. This is free. You need to make sure that if people are searching for your business, will people see you on search? And when you register in Google My Business, you'll be found on search, you'll be found on maps, and you also have a Google Plus page. So this is something that even the smallest entrepreneur, if you want something to be found, I think this is one first step. And of course, the partners like Globe, I'm not sure what will be your plans, but this certainly I think is of common interest, not just to help digitize businesses, but also to help them become better business people. And of course, going digital is just one aspect of making sure that we help them get customers to help improve their business.
Just to add to that, for Glow My Business, our website, you can access it through mybusiness community.com.ph. This features tips and advices for our SMEs. So it varies in terms of topics. It could be from startups, how to advertise your business, what documents do you need for your business. And then we also have a portion there of different stories of our ambassadors on what journey they took to reach success. So that could be a source of inspiration also for SMEs that are starting out. Plus, we also have applications there that can be tried by our SMEs. We give 90-day trial for the different applications that we have in our website. So you can check it out. We try to be, as I said, one-stop shop. So everything that you need in terms of being an entrepreneur, we try to serve through that website as well.
Just to add to what Barbie had mentioned, if you do want more information about our community endeavor and the apps that we have made available through that portal, just go to our booth downstairs and we will give you the login credentials that you need so you do have access to those.
All right, let's wrap it up. Thank you very much, everyone, for those questions.